I always wanted to move like to Germany. I didn't know anything about Chemnitz. This is the cheapest city in Germany. They're cold, like Germans are cold. Like from out of 7, I passed 6. If you cannot manage here your life, then I think most probably you will fail. The most important, I would say that like you really want to do this. I think everything starts from there. For introvert people, it's really hard in Canada. It's like Germans on time, like they're really like English, like I am like a German, before coming here. When you're ready for this, the rest will come up.
So today we have Gurban here, all the way from Azerbaijan. Hi.
Hi, Alima.
Thanks for coming. Maybe introduce yourself and what are you doing here in Germany?
Thank you for inviting me. I am from Azerbaijan. My name is Gurban. I'm studying here Advanced Manufacturing Master degree. I'm living here since 2020, so 4.5 years already.
So how did you prepare yourself emotionally and logistically to move to Germany, and why you chose Germany, maybe first of all?
Yeah, nice question. I studied my bachelor in Turkey, and during that time, I was always thinking to move like Europe, but I always want to move like to Germany actually because of like industry and so on. So because it's related to engineering. So, and since I'm industrial engineer, so it was the best destination, to be honest, to come. And yeah, when I finished in 2020, it's the Corona, guys. So but still I moved here and I didn't know anything about Chemnitz. Of course, I Googled and there was actually like 2-3 different options that I could move. City, but I moved to Chemnitz because of the degree, because I want to study like the manufacturing engineering, and that's why I'm here actually.
Were there any surprises or stereotypes before moving to Germany, and then you came here and then you realized, it's not like this?
Of course, since the first day, like there was like many things like in positive way or negative way. That I expected. It was like totally different. For example, like about people, I think that everyone knows, I guess. Yeah, they're cold, like Germans are cold. That actually the point that I was expected and what I get. So I know that like they don't have like small talks like us, like hi, how are you, and so on. But yeah, that was not surprise. From the surprise way that I never saw, for example, like on internet or something that like here is like going a lot of like right-wing things. I don't know, political. The racist people that you can see. But yeah, in Chemnitz, I think, or in this region, it's a bit that you can see such people. That was surprisingly for me because I didn't like on websites or something. I didn't reach such information, to be honest.
How do you describe the vibe of Chemnitz?
Actually, it's divided to 2. Like you can ask to these German students and maybe people, and also like to the international like students or people that mostly we know like students. So let's say international students and like German students. When you ask the German like students, that what I have seen, that for them it's fine. Like it's like small city, economically it's good, so it's like good to live. Why not? For like many of us, we are coming from the big cities, I guess, and when you like come to Chemnitz, it's like okay, small city, and I think it hits us like a lot because we then remember our like remembering our like home cities and so on. So homesick, let's say. And then we get positive thing. I would say that economically it's the best city that you can live in Chemnitz.
Yeah.
I think in last years that there was like I think this is the cheapest city in Germany.
Yeah, I have seen statistics like Chemnitz and Bremerhaven are the cheapest cities.
Yeah, cheapest cities.
Like affordable cities. And you mentioned that you lived in 4 countries. Before coming to Germany. Maybe like you could compare.
I lived in, I'm from Azerbaijan, so of course I lived in Azerbaijan. I lived in Russia, Moscow. I lived in Ukraine. I lived in Turkey, and now in Germany. All of them has like good and bad things. It's like life and what you're experiencing. Actually, it's all about that. And Azerbaijan is my home country, so it's always home. Like yeah, there's also going like bad or good things, but it's like home. About Russia, I was child when I lived in Moscow. To be honest, Moscow is a big city and it's beautiful, but I would say I was child. That's why I don't remember like too much. And also, I was not speaking Russian on that time, so I think it was very hard for me. And also, like weather, it was affecting. Like it's very cold. I remember always like about Moscow is like dark, like cold, like gray, something like that. I don't know. Ukraine, I lived there like about 8 years. It was the most beautiful times, I would say. Yeah, because I grew up there. I studied my school. I have a lot of friends from there, and also I lived in a city called Odessa. Maybe it's Black Sea. Yeah, it's nearby sea, and I realized that like I'm a sea person. And do you know something like that?
But you end up in Chemnitz.
That maybe I will come there. I will come there. Then I studied my bachelor in Turkey, in Izmir. It was also like, summer and like sea. So I also enjoyed there my 5 years. It was really nice. Yeah, now I'm in Chemnitz. With Chemnitz, it started like bad because I came on Corona time. It was like really hard for me because I came at 2020, and first like I would say 3 months, I was just going like once a week to grocery, and I was living like on dormitories, like alone, and it was really bad. Like it was really bad. Yeah, later in 21, 22, it's like life started like slowly, you all know, like getting normal. But still, I was struggling because like I was not knowing many people, because from my degree, like people were like finishing because it was like second year, like. So I didn't like really like met people. Like although I am like a social person, I would say, but it was hard for me. Like nowadays it's fine, but since I experienced from the first time like Chemnitz in bad way, I would say it's like it's hitting me always from the bad side. That's the thing.
Did you notice any significant differences in teaching styles, workflow here, like to Azerbaijan, to where in Turkey maybe you have worked?
Of course. Since I experienced like many countries' educational system, I started because in Cyrillic, like alphabet, like I'm in Russian, Ukrainian. Then I studied like Latin. I'm in Azerbaijan, Turkey. I mean here as well, but like many languages like German, like English, then like Turkish, Ukrainian, Russian, Azerbaijani, and all of them I was studying. And of course, there are like many differences, like in teaching system, on work, people, I mean, like mindset and so on. And it takes time to figure out, first of all, to them. Like that's the thing. If you clash, I mean, then it will be hard for you. So you will always like blame, and you would like to go from there. But if you would like to like adapt to this system, then I think you will enjoy it. Yeah, from education, I would say like after Ukraine and Azerbaijan, like Turkey, like I mean, bachelor was for me a bit hard to get in. Even like at my first year at bachelor, I took like 7 or 8 lectures and I failed 6 of them.
Wait.
I called my father. I will say like I will try like the summer school. You could take like 3 lectures. I will try it. If I fail, then I'm coming back. Like okay. Thanks that they were always supportive to me. That's nice. And then I tried. I like passed 2 of it as well. And then next semester, like I said, okay, let's try one last time. I think it's like getting better. Then I like from out of 7, I passed 6. Then I'm like, okay, so I figure out like how the system is working. So I get to know like people. I mean the Turkish people. I get like from my classmates, like from degree, and I was studying with them to the lectures because they know better, because they're coming from this educational system. So this is the way they are showing me how to study. Because I know from Azerbaijani or like Ukrainian style of education, and that's not going. So it's not helping to me to pass the exams on there. Actually, I thought like maybe I will fail and it will take time, maybe like 5 years, 6 years, but I finished exactly on time. In Germany, it's same. I came in 2020 and the first years I was like struggling because same, I would say, educational system again, because I didn't get used to it. And later, just by the time from my degree, like international people, it's mostly advanced manufacturing. I get used to the system. And after Corona, it was like way better. And now I finished it.
How do you actually manage all these things like life abroad, study that you finish now, work? Is there any support systems in Chemnitz?
To determine your life balance here, it's hard. You should know, I mean, how to do it, how to manage. Because if you cannot manage here your life, then I think most probably you will fail. You should know like when, at which time it's your like studies and so on. You should manage everything. So basically, when you're working, because you have like several opportunities, you can work, of course, like full time or like part time, like a working student here, or like mini job maybe. Yeah, okay. Then you should like manage these all things, like your economic side and your working life balance and like student life balance. Yeah, it's hard to find the work, to be honest, if you don't know like German, I would say, especially in Chemnitz. Yeah, that was also the same thing that I was like struggling actually. So I didn't speak like German, and right now is also, I would not say that like my German is perfect, but that was the main problem. I would say it's the problem all of us like here, the international students.
Now that you mentioned the struggles, like you finished your degree, do you work full time or?
Currently, I'm on process like going that I will be full time. When you're looking for a working student work, it's hard to find. I would say the companies are not that much interested that like someone will work them, like I mean working as a working student that for a short time. They are more interested to take someone like for full time.
Are there any Azerbaijani communities here in Chemnitz? Is it easy to build a circle?
Yeah, as a student, like we are not more than, I would say, 15. But I have seen like many doctors or like people who are living here from long time. But especially like doctors, I will mention, they have like community. But from the student side, like we are not that much here, to be honest. So we have like our small group, but not like a community.
Would you say it's difficult to find friends here?
For me, I would say not. I am really like a talkative person. But I would say like for introvert people, it's really hard in Chemnitz because it's small place and there is not that much communities or like groups.
Could you connect to any like local people? And were there any like miscommunications? Maybe funny ones?
There was like one time at work when I was working, old lady, she was speaking like Sächsisch accent. She was trying to say kind of like 12, but I think like when it says like 12, I mean Sächsisch way. So I understand like it's 21, you know? And when she says like 21, I understand like 12. And they like say for two, like zwei, not like zwei, you know? And it's like, I don't speak German at all. I don't understand anything. Yeah, with dialect I had problems, so that was the thing. So it's, and also like in Saxon they have like several like accents. Not, I mean, okay, big cities I understand, like Dresden, okay, but even like nearby Chemnitz, they for example have like 3 like accent. I think like
it's something that you would never anticipate. You would think, okay, I know some of the words, like I know how to communicate easily, and you come here and you realize, oh, okay, I don't understand anything. I mean, it happens. Does anything feel weird to you after living so many years in Germany? Does anything feel foreign to you?
Yeah.
When you go back?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, when I came here at 2020, first time then I went home back, it was in 2023. So after 3 years I went. So it was like huge difference for me. Like when I went back, the first things about like, for example, I will say what I see. Like, okay, like when I land, it's about like bus. I didn't get, for example, here, like everything's with time. Yeah, for example, it's here. But in my own country, okay, it's every 5 to 10 minutes you can get that bus or something. So that was like, okay, I get used to do in Germany, you know, such things. Then like I get used to say here, for example, no, you know, before I was not saying like I will no answer. Then I was saying there like to many people, like when they something, if I don't want, I was saying no, like yeah. And they're like, okay, why you so mean? Like, I know, no, just...
You got Germanized.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, Germans.
So what's something maybe you wish Azerbaijan would adopt from Germany and vice versa, maybe?
Okay. I would say industry. We don't have like factories that much. I mean, the real industry, I would say. So that would be perfect if we adapt, and then I think as a country, so we will move on. If to talk like what we can take from people, for example, I guess I would say discipline. Yeah, definitely. We like to be late, like
they say we are on our way and they are still in the shower.
Yeah, but like Germans on time, like they're really like Pünktlich, you know? Yeah, so maybe that's. But what Germans can take, I would say to be more extrovert, maybe to have like small talk. Really, that's what I would say I'm really missing, you know. I'm talkative person. I like every day when I'm going outside, I want to talk with everyone, just a little bit, like just hi, yeah, how are you? Good morning. Okay, see you, bye. I mean, German people also like saying like hello and so on in their everyday life, but that's it. I mean, not more, I would like to like just a bit like more, to talk with them. Yeah, it's hard to get to them, like
Yeah.
really to Germans. The thing that that one German person that will start to get to used to you, it takes time. For example, maybe like 1 month that he or she like first of all like analyzing you. But for us, it's like 5 minutes, and then we can talk like deep topics, right?
So what's this maybe a skill or a mindset that you develop living abroad, and you think it would benefit anyone, no matter where they live, what they do?
I would say actually I didn't change like too much, I'm a very planned person, for example. Even like my friends before were there telling me like I am like a German, before coming here. But I started to like plan everything here way more seriously, for example. With documentation, for example, I would say like before in my home country, it's everything like digitalized. Like that's by the way, different thing. Getting back to the question that they can take from us digitalizing. Yeah, so here I get to use like have to like separate everything to like documentations. I mean, like I have like 2 or 3 like I don't know files of like documents. So I get to use here, for example, to plan everything. That's base thing.
Is there any hidden gems in Chemnitz that you would recommend?
Hidden gems.
Recommend to people, and especially we are European capital of culture this year. Our motto is see the unseen. So maybe are there unseen things now that we know that you travel a lot and maybe you export Chemnitz more than us, so maybe you could recommend?
For example, nearby Brühl, so the river and so on, it's really nice to walk there. Maybe go when there's a little bit sun, even like at winter, it's nice to walk. So it's nearby there. Like there's also one spot that you can sit also nearby a river.
So what's your one tip for anyone moving abroad? Like what they should like take into account before moving?
Actually, many things. We can mention like list of things, The most important, I would say that like you really want to do this. I think everything starts from there. If you keen on like moving, doing something for yourself that to make your life better, or like it depends, maybe like to feel better, I would say it's changeable. Most important, I would say that like you have that mindset that you want to move and do something like new and start from beginning. I would say when you are ready for this, the rest will come out. Just
it was amazing talking to you and discussing, and especially comparing all these countries that you lived. And I can also add that in previous episodes we talked about Canada, so we will attach the video here and you can check out and compare and decide where do you want to move and what is the best place for you. So thank you, and we will be moving on to the next part for our trivia questions.
Thank you, Alima.
Let's see how well you know Azerbaijan.
Yeah, I'm a bit worried. I hope I know.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you as well.